Hello everyone and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you're all having an amazing week. Currently it is Thursday and let's get right to the charts for Bitcoin. As you can see, we are right now trying to reclaim the daily open level. Basically we are currently trading at almost $97,000. If we look at it on the hard time frame, like the daily and the weekly, you can see we are touching that yearly pivot, which is a level that I have also talked about previously. I was expecting basically first a touch of the yearly pivot and then we go down to retest the yearly S1, as you can see right here down at the basically lows from April. And if we enable our moving averages, you can see basically Bitcoin is testing right now on the daily the 100 EMA, which is basically the most important level. And the next level which is going to be tested is going to be that 200 EMA, which is basically remaining at exactly 99 to 100k. And on the weekly we are testing the 50 EMA. Basically you can see right here it was our support before and right now it is our resistance, but in my opinion price will eventually break out of it. Potentially it won't hold strong above it, but basically we are going to see at least a something like this in my opinion for a macro lower high basically that I was talking about in my previous video. And right now if we go back like on a lower time frame, you can see we are trading today above the daily pivot, and as I said we are trying to reclaim this daily open level and the target would be this high right here yesterday. If we look at the POC right here, I was thinking of a short right here, but it unfortunately got stopped out. I was expecting to potentially go down and test the Monday high before another leg up, but as you can see Bitcoin was strong. The institutionals, basically the big institutions, they are starting to put money into Bitcoin. You can see we do have almost 840 million for yesterday basically of inflows from the spot ETF from the bigger institutions like BlackRock, Fidelity, and we do have basically for this week over 1 billion of spot ETF buys, which is also pushing price up. And we do have some open interest coming to the market, as you can see right here, even though it is getting washed once again, but we still do have decent volume. We do have liquidity, still a little liquidity sitting on top right here at around 98, but overall the bigger liquidity is sitting at, we left it down here, we failed to sweep it at around 89k, so it is very possible for price to return there. The fear and greed index is right now at 54, we are almost back into that grid zone. The long versus shorts ratio for the day is, as you can see, we still have more buying pressure in the market. And we do have some news for today. We do have unemployments later, and we do have actually on Friday we don't have anything important. Let's see for next week. We also do have some news coming for next week, but we'll cover them later on. And for now let's look at some of the altcoins. Ethereum also looking like it is potentially going to put in another leg to the upside. As I said, potentially targeting that high right here. The RSI momentum on the daily still has, you can see some momentum left until it gets overbought again. The stock market did recover, as you can see right here. The Nasdaq basically, we almost bounced. Let's see if we actually did bounce from the monthly and yearly open for the stock market. You can see right here only on the Nasdaq, though the S&P 500, the monthly open and the yearly open are way lower at around 6,862. and we do have in about 1 hour and 30 minutes, basically hour and a half, we will be having that New York market open. So it's going to be very interesting to see. And the dollar is also gaining strength. We are basically trying to break out of the Monday high, as you can see right here, and on the daily time frame we are trading at the monthly R1, which is basically a very important level. If we manage to break this level out, as you can see, we are going to be almost taking out the EMA support. Basically, you can see it is sitting at 99.6, so that would be a very interesting target for the dollar to see if we can break out and reach it. And as you know, if the dollar starts running up again, this will of course affect Bitcoin, and the probability of this lower high would be much more probable. So it is basically something like this. 115k is actually the yearly resistance one, so it is also a very important level, but I don't think that price can go this high. It can happen. This will catch a lot of people off guard before we start dropping further down for the rest of the year, in my opinion. But yes guys, I think this covers it for today. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.